Welcome, everybody, to the 2025 David C.Johnson Jr. Memorial Squash Tournament being played here at the Heights Casino. We are up to semifinals day. I'm your host, Will Carlin, and with me today as co-commentator is Lockie Monroe, who is a pro here at the Heights Casino and who played in this tournament and actually has the distinction of being the only team that has taken a game from the number one seeds on the way to the final. So, Lockie, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Will. Happy to be here. Excited for what are sure to be a very competitive matches today.
Yeah, so you played against this team, which is the team we're seeing on the screen right now are the number one seeds, James Stout and Scott Alexander, and they are defending champions. They're the number one seed. They are the current North American Open champions.
Keep going, Will.
Yeah, well, and Stout, the guy on the left, has actually won it 4 times in a row.
Wow.
So they like this court. How the heck did you get a game from them?
To be honest, Will, I actually think the hardest thing about playing them is they don't get beat a lot, so there's a bit of a belief factor in almost like not champion's luck. It sounds like a bad, like taking credit away from their good play, but they don't get beat often. So you don't really know if you can win 3 games. It's sort of like a bit of a, doubt in the back of your head. Yeah, but I was proud of Charles. We haven't really played together too much, but he hits the ball super hard.
That's Charles Culhane, who was your partner.
Yeah, correct. Charles, also a former junior here, grew up playing at the Heights Casino, so that was awesome to have.
I will say that the crowd was very much on your side.
a very active crowd. It was an absolute honor to play here. The membership are so sweet. I had my parents down for the weekend, and older brother up in the crowd to watch that hectic match. But it was a lot of fun to play them.
Well, while these guys are warming up, let's just talk about your background and you being here for a little bit, because you are one of a number of Heights Casino pros, but you specialize in adult and doubles. Is that really where you...
Correct, yeah. Jim and I overlapped at the Round Hill Club in Greenwich, Connecticut, and I think...
That's Jim Bamber.
Jim Bamber, our head pro.
Yep.
And really established a great friendship, but also a really good working relationship where we kind of, came from the same sort of club and learned the same, ins and outs of these club cultures. But yeah, no, it's been awesome to work with the adults and do anything I can to really make sure they enjoy their experience here. It's super cool. And also love working with the juniors, which I get to do as well here.
And so you've been here now for
almost 2 years, Will.
2 years.
Yeah, which is...
I was going to say 3, so...
but yeah, I absolutely adore this club. It's an awesome squash community. They really love their racket sports.
And just so everybody knows, I'm a Heights Casino product. I was a junior player here. My dad was actually president of the Heights Casino. So I've been on the receiving end of a lot of Lockie Monroe emails that come to the membership.
And you've been very kind to respond, Will, very promptly.
But we're really happy to have you here. It's been a great tradition of one of the things that's really cool is that a lot of the people who have been in your role in the past, who have been teaching doubles and adults and some juniors as well, but have played in this tournament. So we've had some really good players who have come through, and you're no exception, obviously, since you are the only team that's taken the game from the #1 seeds. You are a very, very good player.
Well, Will, thank you so much for your kind words, and I would like to say some kind words as well. I went to watch Diego this year at the Tournament of Champions, played Joel Macon, and you did a fantastic job commentating and emceeing as you always do.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been one of the real pleasures of my life to get to. One of the things that's so cool for me is going out there and being the MC and occasional commentator is that these guys are heroes to me, all of you all.
Amazing.
And to be friends with people who are also your heroes. And in the squash community, you know how they sometimes say you don't ever want to meet your heroes because you'll be let down? But in the squash community, it's just not true. People are...
What's that like to be front and center for almost every match that entire week?
It's tiring. The thing is that one of the things that I try to do as an MC is I try to watch almost every point of every match because, ideally you're not just saying, "Hi, Lockie, congratulations, how do you feel?" Right? That you're trying to...
You've got some good questions to ask. You feel like you were there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm always trying to look for, maybe a question about the match where I saw the match turn or something like that. And sometimes that happens in the first game.
Yeah.
You don't know exactly when it's going to happen. And so I watch a lot of the matches. And when we're doing the 8 matches in a day, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I am incredibly fortunate to be there. I think there are lots of people around the world who would love to have my job. I don't take it for granted. I try very hard to do a good job, and I love.
You did great, Will. It was really cool to see you there. I was with 2 members who were